Medea, granddaughter of Helios, princess of Colchis. Medea helps Jason get the golden fleece and marries him, but when he later marries someone else, she kills the new wife as well as the two sons she bore to. Jason, son of Aeson, hero of the Golden Fleece. Jason overcomes many obstacles, most notably winning the Golden Fleece. In order to win back the crown from his weak uncle Peleus, he marries Medea, but later marries another woman. Glauce, daughter of Creon, she married Jason. She was killed along with her father by Medea, who either sent her a peplous steeped in flammable poison or set fire to the royal palace. Creon, king of Cons, new father-in-law to Jason, Jocasta's brother. Creon becomes king after Oedipus exiles himself to an island and Jocasta dies. Aegeus, king of Athens, friend of Medea, kindly and trusting ruler. He runs into Medea by chance on his way back from the great oracle of Apollo. Nurse, servant to Medea and Medea's children. Her worries for the children foreshadow the children's death. She is loyal to Medea. As a slave, she is a canny but powerless observer. Chorus of Corinthian women. The women of Cons, a part of them live vicariously through Medea's terrible revenge. Messenger, he brings the news of the death of Creon and the Corinthian princess.
The tale of the Golden Fleece begins with a Greek king named Athamas who got tired of his wife, put her away and married another. The princess Ino, Nephele, the first wife, was afraid for her two children, especially the boy, Phrixus. She thought the second wife who tried to kill him so that her own son could inherit the kingdom, and she was right.
The people, threatened with starvation, forced the king to yield and permit the boy's death. When the boy had been taken to the altar, a wondrous ram, with a fleece of pure gold, snatched him and his sister up and bore them away through the air. Hermes had sent him in answer to their mother's prayer. Phrixus had an uncle who was by right a king in Greece, but had his kingdom taken away from him by his nephew, a man named Elias. The king's young son Jason, the rightful heir to the kingdom, had been sent secretly away to a place of safety. Came in hot haste at the tidings, and when he saw the single sandal, he was afraid. addressed the stranger. What country is your fatherland? His gentle words the other answered. I have come to my home to recover the ancient honor of my house. This land no longer ruled aright, which rules gave to my father. I am your cousin, and they call me Jason. You and I must rule ourselves by the law of right, not appeal to the flocks and the tawny herds of cattle and the fields. But the sovereign scepter of the throne released to me, so that no evil crow will arise from them. Peleus gave him a soft answer. So shall it be. But one thing must first be done. The dead Phrixus bids us bring back the golden fleece, and thus bring back his spirit to his home. The idea of the great adventure was delightful to Jason. He agreed and let it be known everywhere that this would be a voyage indeed. So that when Jason employed Argus to build him a vessel capable of containing 50 men, it was considered a gigantic undertaking.
Not far from there was the country of the warrior woman, the Amazons, the daughters, strangely enough, of the most peace-loving nymph, Sweet Harmony. They spent the night facing they knew not what and feeling that there was no help from them anywhere except in their own valor. The goodness of love was surprised at the visit, for Hera was no friend of hers, who was named Medea, knew how to work very powerful magic, and could undoubtedly save the Argonauts. Medea determined to use her power for the man she loved. Medea spoke and told him how to use the charm on his weapon. If too many of the dragon thieves attack him, throw the stone, which made him turn against it and fight until all were killed. The king went back to the palace, planning treachery against the heroes and vowing they should never have the golden fleece. Medea, bewildered with love and misery, determined to try Will's escape. She stolen out of the house and sped along the dark path to the ship. But Medea's brother found Medea tried to escape, so Medea killed her brother, cut it limb from limb, cast the pieces into the sea. The king stopped it to gather them, and Argo was saved. Upon reaching Greece, they disbanded, each hero going to his home, and Jason with Medea took the golden fleece to Peleus. But they found that terrible deeds had been done there. Peleus had forced Jason's father to kill himself, and his mother had died of grief. Medea gave Peleus a potent sleeping draught and called upon their daughters to cut him into bits. Jason fell in love as glass, but the king of Corinth feared Medea would harm to his daughter, and he sent her word that she and her son must leave the country at once. A woman in exile with little helpless children had no protection for herself or them.
To me, of all the rest of man, yet it is well you came, for I shall ease the burden of my heart. If I can make your baseness manifest, except you, every man in Greece knows that. The bulls, the dragon man, the serpent warder of the fleece, I conquered them. I made you victor. I helped the die, the saved you. Father and home, I left them. For a stranger country, I offered you foes. contrived the Peleus, the worst of death. Now you forsake me. Where should I go? Back to my father's house? To Peleus' daughters? Have I become for you, the enemy of all? Myself have had in you a loyal husband to be admired of men, an exile now. Oh God, no one to help. I am alone. His answer was that he had been saved not by her, but by Aphrodite, who had made her fall in love with him, and she owed him a great deal for bringing her to Greece. She would have been glad of his marriage, such as a connection would have been profitable for her and the children too. Her exile was her own fault only. Medea determined to kill Jason's bride, that she anointed with deadly drugs and placing it in a casket, she sent her sons with it to the new bride, and showed that she accepted the gift by wearing it at once. The princess received them, but no sooner had she put it on than fearful, she dropped dead. Her very flesh had melted away. When Medea knew the deed was done, she turned her mind to one still more dreadful. There was no protection for her children, no help for them anywhere. She thought to die by other hands more merciless than mine. No, I, who gave them life, will give them death. Oh, no cowardice, no thought how young they are, how dear they are. How when they first were born, now that I will forget them are my son. One moment, one short moment, then forever sorrow. When Jason came full of fury for what she had done to his bride, and determined to kill her, the two boys were dead, and Medea, on the roof of the house, was stepping into a chariot drawn by giants. They carried her away through the air out of his sight as he cursed her, never himself, for what had come to pass.